Story 1: The Whispering Shadows. In the small, forgotten town of Ravenswood, nestled deep within the dense woods, there stood an abandoned mansion that bore witness to a dark and harrowing tale. Locals spoke of it in hushed tones, warning one another to steer clear of its decaying grandeur. The mansion, known as Blackthorn Manor, had a reputation for being haunted, and those brave enough to venture near its crumbling walls claimed to have heard eerie whispers that seemed to linger in the air like a malevolent fog. The story began many decades ago when the enigmatic Blackthorn family moved into the town. Legends whispered of their strange rituals and reclusive nature. The townsfolk were wary, but they tolerated the Blackthorns until one fateful night, when a mysterious fire consumed the mansion, leaving no survivors. The inferno was so intense that it scorched the very ground upon which the mansion stood, leaving behind only a skeletal frame of charred wood and crumbling stone. Years passed and the townspeople tried to forget the tragedy, but the memories of the haunting whispers persisted. One stormy night, a group of adventurous friends, drawn by morbid curiosity, decided to explore the ruins of Blackthorn Manor. Ignoring the warnings of the locals, they made their way through the overgrown thicket, guided only by the pale glow of the moonlight filtering through the dense canopy. As they entered the dilapidated mansion, a chilling wind seemed to rise from the ashes, carrying with it the haunting echoes of the past. The group navigated through darkened hallways, their flashlights flickering in sync with their pounding hearts. Creaking floorboards groaned beneath their weight, and shadows danced on the cracked walls like phantoms of the long-gone Blackthorn family. In one room, adorned with tattered remnants of faded wallpaper, the friends discovered an old family portrait. The faces stared back at them with hollow eyes, frozen in a moment of time that seemed to transcend the material world. As they gazed upon the portrait, the temperature in the room plummeted, and the whispers began. Soft at first, like distant murmurs, the whispers grew louder, filling the air with a spectral symphony. The friends felt an oppressive weight on their chests, as if unseen hands were tightening an invisible noose around them. Panic set in, and they stumbled back, desperate to escape the suffocating presence that enveloped them. The whispers coalesced into anguished cries, recounting the tale of the Blackthorn's demise, revealing the secrets of forbidden rituals and unspeakable horrors. The friends, now gripped by terror, fled through the labyrinthine corridors, pursued by the relentless whispers that seemed to follow them like vengeful spirits. As they reached the mansion's entrance, a sudden gust of wind slammed the heavy door shut, trapping them inside. The once distant whispers now echoed in a deafening cacophony, drowning out the friends' panicked screams. The walls seemed to close in and the air grew thick with an otherworldly energy. In a final, desperate attempt to escape, the friends found themselves in the heart of the mansion, the room where the fire had started all those years ago. The spectral flames flickered to life once more, casting an eerie glow on the walls. The whispers reached a fevered pitch, recounting the tragedy that had consumed the Blackthorn family. Suddenly, the flames extinguished, and an ominous silence descended upon Blackthorn Manor. The friends, shaken and disoriented, found themselves standing in the ruins of the burned-out room. The mansion was silent once more, as if the spirits had exhausted their tale. They stumbled out into the night, their hearts still pounding, the memory of the whispers lingering like a haunting refrain. The once abandoned mansion, now devoid of its spectral occupants, stood as a testament to the darkness that had unfolded within its walls. The friends never spoke of that night again, haunted by the knowledge that they had glimpsed into the shadowy depths of Blackthorn Manor, where the past and present intertwined in a macabre dance. The legend of the mansion endured, and the townspeople, forever wary, avoided the accursed grounds where the whispers still echoed in the wind, a chilling reminder of the horrors that lurked in the forgotten corners of Ravenswood. Story 2: The Vanishing Village. Nestled deep within the mist-laden valleys of the Appalachian Mountains, there existed a forgotten village known as Hollowbrook. The village was shrouded in an air of mystery, surrounded by dense woods and guarded by towering cliffs. Legends whispered of strange occurrences that plagued Hollowbrook, But the villagers lived in stoic silence, unwilling to acknowledge the inexplicable events that transpired beneath the veil of shadows. One autumn evening, a young journalist named Emily, drawn by the enigma of Hollowbrook, decided to unravel the secrets veiled by the mist. Armed with a camera and a determination to unearth the truth, she traversed the winding paths that led to the heart of the secluded village. As Emily entered Hollowbrook, the air grew thick with an unnatural stillness, and the fading sunlight cast long, foreboding shadows on the cobblestone streets. The village appeared frozen in time, with ancient houses lining the narrow lanes. As Emily explored, she noticed the absence of any signs of life. No children playing, no villagers bustling about their daily chores. The only sounds were the creaking of wooden shutters and the distant howling of the mountain wind. Determined to unravel the mystery, Emily ventured deeper into the heart of Hollowbrook. Her steps echoed through the eerily deserted streets, each footfall accompanied by an unsettling hollowness. As she approached the village square, a looming figure appeared on the outskirts, a solitary figure draped in tattered garments, their face obscured by the shadows. The mysterious figure beckoned Emily to follow, disappearing into the labyrinthine alleys. A sense of unease gnawed at Emily's nerves, but her journalistic curiosity urged her forward. The figure led her to the village chapel, a dilapidated structure with weather-worn spires that seemed to reach for the heavens. Inside the chapel, the air felt charged with an otherworldly energy. The figure turned, revealing eyes that gleamed with an unnatural light. Without uttering a word, the figure gestured toward an ancient tapestry depicting the village's history. A tapestry that seemed to warp and shift, telling a tale of the village trapped in a time loop, cursed by an ancient force. As Emily absorbed the chilling revelation, the figure vanished into thin air, leaving her alone in the echoing chapel. Panic set in as she realized the village itself was an apparition, caught between the past and present, forever repeating the same events. The mist that veiled Hollowbrook held the villagers in a spectral grip, erasing their existence from the world beyond. Desperate to escape the spectral clutches of Hollowbrook, Emily retraced her steps, guided by the eerie glow of the moonlight filtering through the mist. The village seemed to resist her departure, its phantom grip tightening with each step. Shadows flickered on the periphery, whispering tales of a time-forgotten curse that ensnared those who dared to venture too close. As Emily reached the village's edge, the mist began to dissipate, revealing the surrounding mountains in all their majestic glory. With one last glance back at the vanishing village, she felt a surge of relief as the spectral echoes faded into the night. From that day forward, Hollowbrook remained an enigma, known only to those who dared to listen to the whispers carried by the mountain winds. The mist-laden valleys guarded the secrets of the vanishing village, a haunting reminder that some mysteries are best left undisturbed, hidden in the folds of time and obscured by the ethereal veil of the Appalachian Mountains. Story 3: The Mirror's Reflection. In the heart of a quaint town named Everglow, there stood an antique shop that seemed frozen in time. Among its treasures, an ornate mirror caught the eye of those who entered. The mirror's frame, adorned with intricate carvings and glistening with a long-forgotten elegance, seemed to hold a history that whispered through the ages. One rainy afternoon, Olivia, a young artist with a penchant for the vintage and mysterious, stumbled upon the shop. Drawn to the mirror's enigmatic aura, she couldn't resist its call. As she gazed into the glass, the reflection staring back at her seemed to waver, as if the mirror held a secret world just beyond the surface. Intrigued, Olivia purchased the mirror and took it to her small apartment, where she hung it in a place of honor. As the days passed, Olivia noticed peculiar occurrences, subtle movements in the reflection that mirrored her own actions, but with a surreal twist. At first, she dismissed it as a trick of the light, but the mirror's mysteries began to unveil themselves in increasingly unsettling ways. Late one night, when the world outside was cloaked in darkness, Olivia caught a glimpse of a figure in the mirror, an apparition that moved independently of her own reflection. The figure, shrouded in shadow, beckoned to her with an ethereal hand. Curiosity mingled with trepidation. Olivia tentatively reached out and, to her shock, her hand passed through the mirror's surface. Suddenly, she found herself in a surreal realm bathed in an otherworldly glow. The air was thick with an ancient energy, and the landscape shifted like a dreamscape caught between reality and fantasy. Olivia, now an interloper in this mystical realm, felt a strange connection to the mirror that served as the portal. As she explored the mirror's world, Olivia encountered echoes of forgotten memories and glimpses of lives long past. The apparitions whispered tales of love and loss, joy and sorrow, leaving her both captivated and haunted by the spectral narratives that unfolded before her eyes. Haunted by the allure of the mirror, Olivia's visits to the alternate realm became more frequent, blurring the lines between her reality and the fantastical dimension within the glass. The mirror seemed to feed on her emotions, reflecting her innermost desires and fears with uncanny accuracy. As Olivia delved deeper into the mirror's mysteries, she discovered a bittersweet truth. It held the memories of those who had owned it throughout the ages, preserving fragments of their lives within the mystical realm. The mirror became a bridge between the past and the present, a conduit for the spirits who yearned to be remembered. Yet, with each encounter, the mirror's demands grew more insistent. Olivia felt an unseen force pulling her further into the realm, threatening to entrap her within the echoes of the past. The line between the two worlds blurred, and Olivia faced a choice: embrace the spectral embrace of the mirror's world, or sever ties with the ancient artifact that had become both a portal and a prison. In a moment of clarity, Olivia decided to break free from the mirror's grip. With a heavy heart, she stepped away, leaving the fantastical realm behind. The mirror's world flickered and faded, returning to the reflective surface that hung on her apartment wall. As Olivia regained her bearings in the familiar surroundings of her apartment, she realized that the mirror's allure was both a gift and a curse. She chose to share her experiences through her art, capturing the echoes of the past in vivid strokes and haunting imagery. The mirror, now a silent sentinel, continued to hold the memories of generations within its ornate frame, waiting for the next curious soul to be drawn into its enigmatic embrace.